What's going on, guys? We are back with another Hyrox workout. Today, the focus is legs. I haven't been great about it over the past week. It's been crazy, a lot of stuff going on, but we need to hit a good leg day to keep up with the running and the volume that we're putting on them. We got to keep the strength level up as well. So front squats are going to be our compound today. And I also want to take you through my warm up that I go through for front squats, which a lot of people don't really do a good warm up, I feel like, before front squats. And it's a movement that requires different levels of mobility. So getting the appropriate and a quality warm up to make sure that your body can move right for it is important. So I'm going to take you through the steps that I go through before front squatting, and then we're going to hit some heavy sets. Let's jump into it. So get into front squats. We're gonna go like 1 or 2 sets, empty bar, lightweight, just working on getting good depth, good position, using a wedge to help with that, and just kind of feeling out the positioning, making sure nothing feels off. All right, so feeling a little bit heavier than we'd like, but we'll kind of do one more set at 135 here, and it should lighten up a little bit. And positioning, feeling a little bit tight, so relating those 2 warm-up drills to the front squat here. Obviously, the purple band drill is gonna help with this positioning right here, getting those elbows up and in, as I say. But then where the foam roller one comes in is when we're up here, getting down into here and keeping these up, because a lot of that's gonna come from that kind of like mid to upper back thoracic spine mobility, to where we can kind of keep that extension through there, where a lot of people are tight through there. And just with what they do day to day, a lot of people are kind of closed off forward this way. And so getting into that thoracic extension and keeping that upper body upright as we sit down is tough. And so that drill with the foam roller is one way to help open that up. Squatting with a wedge, heels elevated, is another way to help kind of improve that posture when you're squatting and to stay more vertical and more upright. Whew. A little bit heavier than I wanted it to be. We'll stay here, do 2 more sets. Should feel a little bit lighter next set, but like I was saying, hips, glutes, felt way better that set. Just heavy weight, so we'll take a minute or 2 to rest, and we'll stay here. This is heaviest that I've done full depth, like squats, probably about a month. I've been doing box squats at this weight with a little bit shortened range, and so going all the way ass to grass basically, first time in a while. So I can feel it feeling heavy and like that bottom kind of coming out of the hole portion. So we'll stay here and work on that. All right, so we're gonna drop the weight back down to 135. That's good for heavy work today. We're just gonna do a little bit of volume with 135. Just go for reps. All right, so that's gonna be it for front squats. Moving now into some hip thrusts to work on, like I said, that glute posterior chain strength. All right, so hip thrusts here, working 12 range, 8 to 10 range, and just trying to load it heavy for all of those. All right, I'm thinking we'll go walking lunges, accumulate some volume, working on that, build some endurance with those lunges. So we'll go jump into that. Oh. All right, I'm just gonna go fast right into it. All right, we'll go vest off. Doesn't feel like much when you're starting, but then once you do that last cycle of weights, just vest, just body weight, the buildup of tension in the quads gets to be a lot, and feels like I'm going for. Feels just like during a race when you're on that last stretch of lunges, just all that tightness and lactic acid built up in the quads. So that's what we got there. We're gonna finish off this workout with some standing calf raises on the Smith machine here. And then we're just gonna hit some hamstring curls for a little bit more hamstring work. Keep those nice and strong. Keep the knees healthy for running as well. And that's gonna be it for this leg day. So let's put this shit away and finish it off. So if your gym doesn't have a standing calf raise machine, this is the setup I would recommend. For sure using the Smith machine, but then here we've got a squat wedge that's elevated by one of the bumper plates. And so it kind of works out as a nice flat surface to do some calf raises on. So getting creative for calf raises is typical in most gyms, because calf raise machines can be a little bit special. So, but what we're gonna do here is line up like back squat, bar in the back, and then we're just going up, dropping those heels all the way down, finding that good stretch. And really emphasizing that stretch, holding that, and being quick through that top portion. So, calves burned out. We're gonna wrap this up, like I said, with some hamstring curls. Work on that hamstring in the shortened position and just strengthen the backside in general, because that's what's gonna be important with keeping that knee healthy with all the running. Just making sure the hamstrings stay strong. So we'll go ahead some curls to wrap up this leg day. So not my ideal machine for hamstring curls, but it's what we got to work with. Lying hamstring curl, so we'll be face down, curling up. Ideally, if you have one of the like seated ones that looks like the quad extension, but just kind of reversed where you're seated here, curling down, that's gonna be a lot better for getting a good hamstring contraction and putting the hamstrings through a good amount of load. This, you're gonna be more limited with how much you can load it, just because this position, you're starting in a weaker spot, but that's what we got. So again, like the previous exercises, going for volume, going for anywhere 10 to 15 reps with these, just hitting 3 sets. All right, that's a wrap on leg day. I felt really good actually. It's always feels good when you don't hit a muscle group for a period of time to really go in and hammer it, hit it hard. Always feels good. Legs definitely be sore tomorrow, but we've got a run on deck, probably like 3-4 miles easy. We'll kind of loosen things up a little bit with an upper body lift, but no conditioning today like we have in the previous workouts, just because of the running that I've been introducing back in. So cardio conditioning wise is being done now just like outside, getting some runs, getting 15 to 20 miles in a week, mostly easy runs, 1 or 2 tempo runs, and then hitting 1, maybe 2 like conditioning circuit type things in here with the skier, the rower, carries, sled sort of stuff. So everything feels like it's starting to come together. It was feeling really good kind of beginning of the year, kind of hit a little speed bump with some low back stuff, but then we bounced back through that. And we're really starting to feel good, especially with the running outside. Conditioning level was lacking. We've made some really good progress the past like week or so getting the miles in. And so it all starts to feel like it's shaping up, coming together, feeling good with training where it's at, with sleep, diet, like everything's just dialing in, which is awesome. So we've got videos coming weekly, big things in the works, training wise, non-training wise, a lot of stuff going on. Life's crazy. But it's all fun. So make sure, subscribe, keep up with all of it, and make sure, leave a comment what you want to see, workouts, tips, Hyrox, not Hyrox, whatever, and we'll catch you in the next video.